Type Moon June has finally reached its conclusion. Over the last month, we looked at our fair share of weird fighting games and one obscure character. I'm honestly shocked the amount of support I got for these videos. Type Moon June was originally something I came up with when I was working one day, and I thought it would be a fun idea, and I'm just glad to see that people enjoyed the videos as much as I enjoyed making them. So, to everyone who liked, commented, and subscribed, I want to give you a personal thank you. I truly, truly appreciate the support I've been given over the last month. Uploading the videos and seeing your guys' comments really motivated me to continue working and make the best videos possible, and I'm here to say, officially, Type Moon June was a success. For the rest of this video, I just want to talk about each video I made individually and give you a little bit of a behind the scenes into the making of Type Moon June. But before that, I want to talk about the future of this channel. Of course, we're still going to be talking about fighting games, and I'm still going to be talking about Type Moon. The way I see it, I'm going to work on weird fighting game episodes in between the bigger video projects I want to do. In fact, I'm working on two big projects right now, one for fighting games and one for Type Moon, so I hope you can look forward to those. The last thing I want to mention is I will be doing an EVO live stream this year, so if you've got no one else to watch EVO with this year, we'll be right there on Dr.Zuul 115, so come drop by and have some fun. That's about it, but I want to take this time once again to thank everyone and thank you for 600 subscribers. I really didn't expect much for this channel. This is really a thing I do for fun. I don't do it for money. I do it because I enjoy doing it, and, you know, to see people enjoy the stuff, it's just surreal to me, you know? But hey, what are you gonna do? Alright, enough of the boring stuff. Let's do Type Moon June one more time. Starting off, we have Fate Sword Dance. Sword Dance was interesting because, well, first of all, I was gaslit into thinking that I made it up in my head and I was tricked by a decade-old April Fool's joke, but the game just happened to be obscure, and luckily I was able to find it and make a video on it. The hardest part of making this video specifically was definitely the Type Moon June logo. I knew I wanted to do a parody of the Fate Stay Night Type Moon logo, and getting that to be perfect, going frame by frame, was definitely stressful, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. A fun fact about this video is the title card was the original thumbnail I made for the video, and I ended up just not really liking it, so I recycled it. Other than that, this video was mostly smooth sailing. But did you know that there is a secret addendum to this video? This is the video right here, but I'm not going to tell you how to find it. Looks like it'll just be a mystery forever. Next up, we have Crucis, Fatal Fake. The biggest problem I ran into making this episode was halfway through the editing process, about after I had everything recorded and the basic timeline laid out in my video editing software. I just thought that the entire video was just bad. I don't really remember why, and I think it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing, because honestly, I forgot about it until I started thinking about stuff to talk about in this video. Ironically enough, this is one of the episodes that I think turned out the best, so I guess I was definitely wrong there. Like I mentioned in the actual episode, this game was found by complete accident when looking for Fate Sword Dance. So it just comes down to fate that I played this Fate fighter. Originally there was supposed to be an Archer outro for this video, but it just wasn't meant to be. The title card in this episode is also an early thumbnail. I thought about all of the thumbnails having Saber in them as a sort of joke, but I liked that screenshot of Archer so much that he won me over. Now we get around to the Forgotten Melty Blood character. This was a video I wanted to make for a long time, and Type Moon June was the perfect excuse. I'm honestly surprised with how many people shared the same opinion about how they liked Shiki and they thought he was underused in Tsukhime. I was also really surprised because this video got like 300 views the first couple of hours it was out, which is, again, not something I was expecting when I'm talking about a 2001 fan-translated visual novel. This video was definitely the easiest to make, although I did run into a bit of a snag while making it. You might have noticed I used a lot of panels from the Tsukihime manga to give better visual aid. I read the entire Tsukihime manga while making this video for the second time, and it definitely took some time away from the video, but I enjoyed it. I'd love to make a video talking about the manga because it is one of the best adaptations of a visual novel I've ever seen. This video really gave me an opportunity to catch my breath during Type Moon June, and if I didn't have this video, I don't know if I would have been able to get those first 4 videos out in June. Little did I know though, the next 2 videos would be some of the hardest to make in the entire month. Queen Busters is the second hardest episode of Weird Fighting Games I've ever made. The main problem with covering this game is it just kept crashing for no reason. The second problem was, the more I played it, the less I enjoyed the gameplay. It's very simple and not really as deep as Super Smash Bros. So combine that with the crashing, I just ended up getting really frustrated. But in the end, I was able to pull through. No doubt in part to some of the crazy editing I did while making this video. Queen Busters definitely has the best editing out of all of Type Moon June because I've got those multiple Smash Brothers cut-ins, I've got the crashing joke. I really went all out for the editing on this one for some reason, I don't know why. You might think that, the jokes and the edits and the everything is written in the script when I'm making the video, but I actually get the idea to do a lot of fancy editing stuff while I'm recording or while I'm actually editing the video, and I just kept thinking of things while making the Queen Busters episode. I was just exhausted. But again, it ended up working out, and I think I created another great episode. Although, apparently, according to someone in the comments, there are even more characters I didn't unlock, not counting the Ragnarok ones, so we're gonna have to come back to Queen Busters one day. Not soon, but one day. One day I'll settle the score with Queen Busters. I almost forgot, here is the original thumbnail for the video. I ended up going with just a straight gameplay screenshot because I just thought that was more interesting and this one was a little bland. And here are the spinning maids one more time for your viewing enjoyment. Last but certainly not least, we have Fate Unlimited Codes. Fate Unlimited Codes is a special episode because it is the episode that has the longest script I've ever written for any video on this channel at a staggering 6 pages. To put some things into perspective, a normal Weird Fighting Games episode is usually 2 to 3 pages long. A big reason why the script was so long was, one, I really wanted to cover the development history of Fate Unlimited Codes, and that meant talking about Tiger Coliseum and Kavia and all of that jazz. But the other main reason was I wanted to talk about the intricacies of Fate Unlimited Codes' gameplay. Unlimited Codes is a truly unique fighter, and I feel like I did it justice. I'm especially happy that I got to include some combo video footage and some tournament footage so you guys could see how the game was actually played. I'd like to do more of that in the future. There was also the PSP version that I had to cover, but thankfully that was more of the same, and honestly it all really worked out because if I didn't cover those more advanced mechanics when I would have to talk about them in the changes to the PSP version, you really wouldn't have the context, so everything worked out great. Originally, I wanted to have handheld live action footage of me playing the game on PSP like I did for my Forgotten Guilty Gear video, but by the time I got around to actually trying to record it, I decided that the video really didn't need it being already 30 minutes long. I also have a copy of Type Moon Ace. It's not volume 2 like I mentioned in the video, it's volume 3, but it still does have some content on Fate Unlimited Codes. I was gonna include it in the video too, but again, cut it for time restraints. This video also had to be delayed a week, so I ended up finishing in July and not June, but that extra week gave me so much more time to make sure the video was the best video, and honestly, it's a decision that I do not regret. Out of all the videos in Type Moon June, this one turned out the best. Unfortunately, during the production of this episode, coincidentally the final one, my headphones of 3 years decided to just break, and it happened at the worst time when I was doing the audio mixing for the episode, so it put me in a really tricky spot. Thankfully, I was able to find a pair of backup earbuds, but it was just the most comical, inconvenient timing in the world. And that is about everything I can think of that went wrong or what problems I had during the creation of Type Moon June. This project was a big undertaking, and I'll be honest, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Releasing 5 videos in a month definitely isn't my style, and it definitely cut into my schedule a little bit more than I'd like to admit, but at the end of the day, I think I made 5 amazing videos. Will I ever do something like this in the future again? You can count on it. In fact, Type Moon June 2. Coming soon in June of 2024. But next time I do a project like this, I'm definitely going to be more prepared so things don't get as crazy as they did. What more can I say than again for the 3rd time, thanks for everything. I truly hope you enjoyed Type Moon June as much as I enjoyed making it. Like always, thanks for watching, and I hope you had a happy Type Moon June.